Where to start? So Mum, she was vibrant, just a bubble of energy. She was absolutely lovely. Everybody who met Mum loved Mum. All our friends when we were growing up all wanted to come and spend time at our house. It was never anybody else's house. It always seemed to be our house where everybody congregated because of Mum and Dad. It was always an open house for everybody. She was so lovely.
Really happy.
Really happy lady. So obviously it was such a massive shock, and she became ill, didn't she? She sort of started her legs wouldn't work properly. She started to have a pain in her, like in a collarbone area, wasn't it? In a collarbone area that she was getting a pain. Bloods all came back normal at first, and then obviously it progressed. She started, it was like something was sat on her chest. So she went for further tests, and it was found that she had lung cancer. So yeah, it was quite a quick from finding out. 18 months, probably the maximum time that they say between 18 or less with. So we knew from the off it was stage 4. So yeah, a bit of a shock. We all had a role to play, if you like. The 2 girls were, like I said, predominantly the caring aspect, and brother and I were more like the practical, because that's what we'd done and we knew with Dad. And it sounds really strange, but with Mum, it's almost like we knew what to expect. So we were more prepared. She was getting quite forgetful, wasn't she? She was starting to forget to take medication, and it was because she didn't like being on her own, and she didn't like going anywhere on her own by herself. She wouldn't. We'd mentioned it a couple of times because my sister-in-law had said, like, does she not fancy coming to check out the hospice just to see what's on offer? You can meet different people, people who are going through similar situations. Initially, she came in for, I think they'd said a few days at first, wasn't it? Like let's just get your meds back on track and get you back into a routine where we know what you're doing. And so she was like, right, okay. And again, when she was here, the pampering side of things, she loved it.
Absolutely.
Loved it.
There was a lady who used to come round, she used to do her nails for her, give her a massage, but they was really good with her. They was absolutely brilliant. Coming here was the best of care what Mum received, absolutely.
As you went out of the room there, you could put her in a wheelchair and we could take her a wander around. She liked to go out to the fish, didn't she?
She liked to go to the fish.
She liked to go and watch the fish.
Not only the fish, but she'd like to go to the shop, Dove House.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we was in there probably daily. She was buying everything in there. She had new slippers, new dress. Yeah, she loved it in there.
I think one day the best thing that she'd said about was when the animals came in.
Oh, yeah.
And she had a rabbit sat on her lap, this big rabbit with massive ears,
and she stroked. I think it was a little Shetland
pony. But it was by the side of her. She was sat in the chair, wasn't she? And she was stroking it. So that was really lovely. And it's just again, we used to park the car up, and obviously you'd be full of anxiety and coming through the front doors, not knowing what to expect. But the greeting you'd get at the desk. We used to all go and sit in the cafe, didn't we? The 4 of us. Even in there, like they knew if we hadn't made it. For whatever reason, they would send a message to see what we wanted to eat and things like that. So it was really special. Really, we were really, really cared for. All of us, not just Mum, all of us.
All of us.
It's hard to have an answer as to what is going to be the last day. I think it was very bizarre because we'd all gone for breakfast in Dulce's. And there was somebody running towards us on the way back in to say that she'd gone. So she'd waited for us to leave her. We knew that someone was with her, and they came to get us and to say she's just taken her final breaths. And we were just like, felt a bit deflated because we'd spent all that time waiting for her to go. But it was explained to us, wasn't it? Sometimes that can happen.
Sometimes that can happen.
So whether Mum didn't want us to be there to see her take her last breaths,
The nurses, the healthcare was absolutely amazing with us. Obviously, you know, when Mum passed, they all gave us a big hug. The night before she passed, they actually went to Dulce's, didn't they, and got us a big tray of food.
Oh yeah, but like a buffet,
yeah,
like a
they
buffet
did us
tray.
a buffet, and they put us in the family room, didn't they, downstairs, and said, right, you lot go get something to eat and drink. Yeah, yeah, they really looked after us, they really did.
Yeah.
If I knew a family who a loved one needed to come in for rest or end-of-life care, I would 100% recommend Davos to them. The care, what is received in here, not just for us, but for you know, for other members, it's definitely, I would recommend Davos. It's amazing. The team are absolutely brilliant.